Hi, welcome to Adventure Chinese. When we start to learn Chinese, there are two useful tools, words and tones. First, let's uncover the secrets of Chinese characters. Long ago, when people saw a mouth, they created a symbol to represent it. This character is over 3,000 years old. When they saw a door, they also made a symbol to represent it. And we already knew when the two characters, door and mouth, are combined, they form a new word, which means ask. So, we have two important discoveries. The first, pictures can be turned into words. The second, different words can be combined to create new ones. Pictures turn into words. So observing pictures can help us recognize new characters much more easily. For example, ancient people saw an elephant and created a character to represent it. We can see the elephant's trunk, large head, strong body, legs, and tail in this character. This character dates back more than 3,000 years. Here is another version from over 2,000 years ago. While the shape of the elephant is still visible, the lines have been simplified. In 220 BC, a Chinese emperor unified all of China. He ordered the standardization of written characters across the country. And those are the characters with rounded corners, as we can see here. 200 BC, people used brushes for writing, and they found the square-shaped characters were easier to write than the rounded-shaped ones. Here is the modern character for elephant. You can still see the trunk, head, body, legs, and tail. And the depiction is more abstract. The second discovery is that some characters can be seen as element words. It is just like how chemical elements can combine to form different compounds. Element words are frequently used to form new words. It can help us understand the meaning of new words. For example, mouth is an element word. If we combine a mouth with a bird or a mouth with a goat, what does that mean? Here are the words created with a mouth and a bird and a goat. We have bird's mouth and goat's mouth. You might guess they probably have some relation with sounds made by a bird and made by a goat. Yes, you are right. Here are 6 Chinese characters we don't know yet. However, we can find they all contain the element word mouth. So we can know these words are related to a mouth in some way. It's a very useful trick to understand new Chinese words. The second important tool is the hack to master Chinese intonation. We have learned that this word is pronounced in the 4th tone. Chinese characters are pronounced with 4 different tones. Each tone has a different pitch, almost like a singing. Let's learn the symbols and pronunciations of 4 tones. The first tone has the highest pitch. It is represented by a horizontal line. We pronounce it when. It sounds light, a little like when we begin singing practice. La. When. To pronounce the second tone, we need to lift up the sound of the word. When. It is symbolized by a line rising to the upper right. The third tone is shaped like a V or a check mark. The third tone has a deep and low pitch. When. The fourth tone is the lowest tone, with a downward pitch. Sounds firm and angry. When. Now, let's listen to these 4 tones. When. In English, actually sometimes we also use intonation to express our emotions. For example, when we are unsure, we might say, "Really?" with a rising pitch. Or if we are doubting something, we will say, "Really?" with a deep and a lower pitch. Now please pay attention to the ending sound in both cases and how they are similar with the second tone and third tone in Chinese. Really? Li? Really? Li. Now let's use our emotional tones to help us practice more intonation in Chinese. The first tone is happy and light, like a singing practice. Li, la. The second tone is unsure with a rising pitch. Li, li. The third tone expresses strong doubts with a deep and low pitch. Really, li. The fourth tone sounds falling and angry. No, li. The four tones represent different words. Li, 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 li. Although it takes some time to be familiar with these new tones, it's so much fun to learn sing a new song. One useful tip to practice pronunciation is to train your vocal muscles. When you pronounce different tones, you can gently put your fingers on different parts of your throat to feel the vibrations. For example, when I pronounce words with the third tone, I will use muscles just below my jaw. Another very effective way to improve pronunciation is shadowing, imitating what you have heard and repeat it aloud. Learning a new language takes time and effort to sharpen our new skills. Most importantly, let's enjoy every moment of this learning journey. As you discover more, learn more, you will enter a whole new world. Let's begin our adventure.